See. Oh,
My goodness.
Sorry about that.
Well, if I'm not awake, I am now.
All right. We've got 5 people on so far.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sorry if you got jump
Bet
scared
you're
there.
awake now, too. Too funny.
Let's check our sound here.
It's good?
Yeah, all good.
Perfect. Too funny, hey?
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How's everybody this morning? It's Friday today, right?
It is Friday.
TGIF. Woohoo!
Thank you so much for the gift. I believe that says Betty. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, honey. And welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. You just let me know when there's enough on.
I will.
I think my tea might be too hot to drink right now.
Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys.
Yes, always. Always forget to turn off the internet on this so that it doesn't use up your
Oh,
time.
yeah.
It's a good time. Yeah.
Yep.
No worries. All right.
All right, we can get started whenever.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I am a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now for 31 years. Here on my live, we're going to do a Q&A session. So there's a few different ways to get your questions answered. Hit that like button. Every 40,000 likes, we do 5 free questions, and we'll go through how you can get a guaranteed question answered here on the live.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. In order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered, and $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So make sure to stick around until the end.
That's right.
And feel free to start putting in some free questions here, everyone. We will be doing 5 free questions to start with. All right, our first free question here is from, let's see here, Diana. Hi, Diana.
Hey, Diana.
She says, will A send me his paperwork to show my parents how much he makes financially in Jordan?
Yes. Yeah, it will get sent over, I hear.
All right, our next free question here is from, thank you so much, Sarah. All right, our next question is from Rosa. Hi, Rosa.
Hey, Rosa.
Rosa says, my dad said yes, like you said.
Yay!
She says, will he help with the full amount?
Yes, he will.
All right. Our next question is from Jessica, who says, how soon will my finances increase?
August, they're saying.
All right. Our next question is from, let's see here, Brandy. Brandy says, when will my hubby start to feel better?
So I'm hearing it's going to be a couple of months before he really recovers. So it's a couple of months before he feels fully better.
All right. And our last free question here, just for the moment, is from, let's see here, B. B says, any messages from Ben?
So I keep hearing, enjoy your life, enjoy your experience, have fun, stop and smell the roses. So it's all about taking time for yourself is the message, honey. Yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much. Wow, we have a lot more people on.
Oh,
Welcome,
good.
welcome. I'm going to go over everything again
Sounds
here.
good.
So hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. In order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered. And $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So stick around until the end.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much, Ellis. All right, we can get started here on our questions on our list.
Okay.
Our first question today is from Marie Loon Fortune.
Hello,
Welcome
honey.
back. Always good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Marie Loon gets 10 questions.
Yeah.
Wow, starting off with a bang. Thank you. All right, Marie Loon's first question, she says, my boss is being more than intense right now. To be honest, feels almost manic. Instead of taking care of her staff after everything that happens, she's making so many requests and asking for more while we are all getting burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me afraid to think I will be manager next. Should I worry?
No, I don't think you have to worry because you being there is going to shift things. So it's all good.
All right, her next question is, even if she keeps pointing at everything that is wrong and asking for more, is she pleased with me and my work?
She is, honey. She's just going through some stuff. Obviously, it's not very easy to lose a couple of animals. So it's just her way of coping. She's not coping well. Yeah.
Her next question is, will more horses pass away while I'm living on the farm? If yes, how many and when?
I do hear that there will be one more. It does feel like it's not right away. So it's a little bit later on, but it is this year. Yeah.
Her next question is, when will my life enter a gentle flow?
Mm-hmm. That's a great way of putting it. It does feel to me like it's more around fall. So I hear October, November. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, do you still see me meeting my person at the farm?
Yep.
Her next question is, can you give me more physical qualities of my person? Height, build, will he have tattoos, etc.?
I'm not seeing tattoos. I do see that quite fit. So somebody who does, doesn't work out, but definitely has muscle and is built. Taller than you. They're saying like 3 inches taller is what I hear. So they're taller than you. Good looking fella.
Her next question is, will I know right away when I meet him that he is my person?
No, I don't hear you will. But that's just because you're cautious now. But you will, we'll say, be a bit intrigued or drawn to them. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, my connection and bond with my horse Mac is becoming incredible. He's been taking care of regulating me emotionally.
Yes.
I asked him to keep vigil on the body of Moose overnight, and he laid down beside him most of the night.
Aw.
She says, I know we hear each other. Am I asking too much of him right now? Is he okay helping me?
He's absolutely okay helping you, honey. You are not asking too much at all. Yeah. No, not at all.
All right, her next question is, I have a few days off and wondering what my guides suggest I do to rejuvenate and recuperate. Should I go away, stay, sleep? Not too sure what.
Yeah. So they're showing nature. So as much as you can, just kind of be alone in nature. Take your dog with you. You can have your dog. That's fine. But definitely in nature. It feels like you need to be near the trees more than anything. So you can rejuvenate and kind of connect that way.
All right, and her last question is, what will my person think of my gifts and what I am and do with my intuitive business? Will he be supportive?
Absolutely. I'm very intrigued. You're going to change his perspective of the unseen world, I'm going to say. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Marie Loon.
All
That's
right.
it for her.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Amber, for the heart. Thank you.
Thanks, honey.
Welcome back.
And welcome. Yes.
All right. Our next question is from, one moment here.
Mhm.
Our next question is from Pam Marks.
Hey,
Hi,
Pam.
She gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Her first question is, when will Keith reach out to talk to me again? And will this start some consistency in our relationship?
So the consistency is a little bit later. It does feel to me like you'll talk in March. So it's right around the corner, honey. It's not very far. The consistency, though, still feels like it's a couple months away. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, what does Spirit want me to know about my relationship with Keith?
So there's a lot of lessons here. There's a lot to learn and a lot of experience that's going to help open you up. They don't want you to have resistance to the experience. So they're really encouraging that you try and you do open up and just try not to be afraid. You can get hurt even if you're afraid. So don't let that fear control what you do. Yeah.
All right, and her last question is, general, please tell me all the good things.
Nice. So this is a good year for you. It does feel like you're still kind of clearing out old energy. So it does feel like you have a little bit of leftover energy from last year. But we're working through that. And they're saying, the next couple of months are still a little bit of clearing that energy. But once you've done that, it opens up the door for a lot more I'm going to say like there's a lot more benefit this year. There's a lot more happiness, a lot more joy, a lot more abundance, not just financially, but they're talking about like your time freedom. Life in general is just much more fun, much more relaxed and easier. It feels like things start to flow a lot more this year than the fight and resistance that you've had for the last few years. Okay. So it does seem to be an easier year. Use the energy and the momentum of the year because the year is definitely in your favor more so than past years have been. So you want to use that energy to like manifest and create and really focus on the things that you're wanting in your life. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
And thank you, Trista, for the rose.
Thanks, honey.
All right, and we have a testimonial here from Astrid.
Hi.
Astrid. Astrid says, hi, great
Hi.
to see you.
You too.
Quick ad. Rebecca mentioned my online event was going to be successful, and it was. Thank you for that.
Yes. Thanks for sharing and congrats.
She also says, as well as with Billy, we are making headway. Still slow, though.
Yes. That's okay, though. Headway's good. Thanks for sharing, honey.
All right. Our next question back to our list here is from Bianca Al. Welcome
Hi,
back,
honey.
who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Bianca's first question here is, hello, ladies.
Hi.
So me and Muhammad have each other's social media now and started texting a bit. But the way he texts is very different than I imagined. I thought he was more respectful. Why does he text the way he does?
Some people just don't have really good etiquette, especially when it comes to writing. It does feel to me like it's not how he would be like in person. It's not how he is. So he's very different in his texting style than he is in his like in-person style. Okay. And it really does feel to me almost like, I don't want to say like it's a limitation or it really kind of is a bit of a limitation in dialogue via text, if that makes sense. So it's a different way of talking because it's not in person. Okay. It's not how he will talk to you in person is what I hear. It's different.
All right. Her next question is, we haven't talked for a day. Will he text me? If yes, will he be more sweet and respectful?
I do hear that he will talk to you. It doesn't feel like it'll be today. It might be tomorrow instead. But yeah, you guys are going to get closer and talk more. And it does look like it will get a little bit better. I think it's really honestly just the way that he comes across. Sometimes a text can be interpreted different than how it's expected to be. So don't get too offended by it because it doesn't feel to me like he's trying to be offensive or trying to do anything rude or harmful. It's just that sometimes it can be read wrong, if that makes sense.
All right. Her next question is, can you please tell me what he thinks of me and feels for me?
Well, I mean, he thinks you're great. The fact that he has shared socials should be evidence enough that he does actually have interest in you, honey. I hear that he's, again, somebody who is very slow on the ball when it comes to making a serious connection, but he definitely likes you a lot. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, how will our communication look like the next couple of weeks? Will it go silent again?
Not much. I don't think it's going to go silent like you're saying, but it's not going to be like every day you're going to get a message or every day you're communicating. That's too much for him. So I wouldn't push for that. I would just say, when he's on your mind, you can send him a little, hey, thinking about you, or be gentle, but don't be overwhelming. Okay. Cause overwhelming for him is, a warning sign. It's a red flag for him. So he will be like, okay, I'm gone if you're expecting every day.
All right, and her last question here is, do you see him falling in love with me anytime soon? Has he developed more feelings for me now?
It's going to take him some time to fall in love, honey. He is not he's not an easy person to like let his emotions and feelings come forward. So it's going to take him some time. It's still a few months away before he can feel that safe with you. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. That is it for Bianca.
Okay.
Our next question is from Sarah Miller. Hi,
Hiya,
Sarah,
honey.
who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Her first question here is, in the email question, you said that Zach wanting to move and be independent of me is from someone pushing. Is that someone Jen? If so, what are her motivations behind pushing him to take this step?
Yeah, I do hear that it is. I think part of it is because she has this belief of the circumstances differently than what they actually are. So she thinks she's helping. Um, it's not necessarily the case, but that's what she thinks she's doing. So she's really trying to be helpful for Zach and trying to help him to have a different experience, not recognizing or realizing what's actually going on, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Her next question is, with Zach now pretty set on moving out, how long do you see him being gone for?
It's short. It doesn't feel, it's like a couple of months. It doesn't feel like it's a long stay. Yeah.
All right, and her last question is, can you tell me what his feelings are currently?
After you guys have talked, he actually does feel a little bit more relieved. It does feel to me like he's got this idea that things are going to be easier now. They're actually not going to be easier for him, but that's the way he's feeling, is like it'll be easier to actually interact with you, and it's just not going to be as negative is what I'm hearing, because he's not going to feel the pressure of being in the space with you right now. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go over our list now, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list, just keep your ears open for your names. All right, next up on our list is, oops. Sorry.
That's all right.
Next up on our list is Michelle Placencia, then Astrid, then Kennedy Thompson, then Sarah Walker, then BP, then Lone Marie, then Maria Thomas, then Mayhin Khan, then Kimber Pell, then Claudine Gartrell, then we have Stephanie W. Then that is it for now.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. And if you would like to get on that list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. Thank you all so much. And thank you so much for all of those gifts,
Yes,
Sarah
thank you.
and Anastasia. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Our next question here is from Michelle Placencia.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello. All right. Michelle gets 3 questions here. Her first question is, Happy Friday, Rebecca.
Happy Friday, honey.
I'm nervous, but I can feel a little excitement bubbling up in me about Fernando and I reconnecting again. Is this a good omen, LOL?
Yeah, absolutely. And, nervous and excitement both have the same sensation within the body. So just tell yourself you're excited.
All right. Her next question is, will he respond right away?
I don't hear that it's going to be right away, but it will be later today. So yes, he will respond. It's just, it feels to me like there'll be a little bit of a delay. Yeah. Not too long though.
All right. And her last question is, does Fernando wish to reconnect with me too? Thank you.
I do hear he does. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. And remember, everyone, to keep on tapping the screen, because once we make it to 40,000 likes, we will be doing another 5 free questions from the comments. You guys are doing a great job so far, so let's keep on tapping together. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Also, thank you so much, T and Zaria, for the gift.
Aw, thanks, guys.
All right, next up on our list is Astrid.
Hello.
Astrid gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Her first question is, morning, lovely
Good morning.
ladies. She says, will I see Billy again before he's leaving? Because he's in Missouri now, and I have my mandala paint workshop and only a few days left.
Yeah, I do hear you'll see one more time. So yes, they're saying yes.
All right, and Astrid is giving away her last 2 questions.
Oh my goodness.
How amazing.
Wow. Thank you so much, honey.
All right, let's give Astrid a big thank you. Feel free to start putting in some free questions here in the comments. All right, the first one I see here is from T. T says, will Steven and I get back together, or is someone new coming?
So what I hear is there will be an attempt or like a reconnect. It does feel to me like you have somebody else that is more in alignment for you though. Yeah.
All right, and our other free question is for Zaria, who says, will NBR revive our friendship or let go of it?
Let go of it, I hear, unfortunately. Yeah. Sorry, honey.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Astrid, for giving away those last 2 questions.
Yes.
All right, our next question here is from Kennedy Thompson. Hi,
Hey,
Kennedy.
honey.
She gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, when will I be offered a job? What type of work would it be?
So that's 2 questions. So I'll go with the when. It looks to me like it'll be about 5 weeks before you actually get a job.
All right. Her next question is, do my spirit guides feel it's a good idea to move?
I get a little bit of resistance. So it feels like maybe we're rushing or where you're trying to go to isn't in alignment, honey. So I would say not yet.
All right. And her last question is, I'm feeling very stuck. Are there any messages from my grandparents?
Okay, so both do come in at different times. They don't come in together. It does feel to me like your grandma is around the most. I'm always here to listen, is what she says. So you can talk to her and she will respond. She says that she will use things like music, and she likes to use birds as well with you. So she'll send you songs and birds to answer and give you, I guess, support and let you know that you're not alone. You're not alone. That is the biggest message she gives. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Kennedy. That's it for her.
Okay.
And I do see a few people have joined us, so I'm just going to quickly go over everything
Sounds
again.
great.
All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome and
hello.
welcome back. In order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. Thank you all so much. Also, remember to keep on tapping the screen, everyone, because at 40,000 likes, we will be doing 5 free questions from the comments.
That's right. Oh,
Thank you so much. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. All right. Back to our list here. Our next question is from Sarah Walker. Welcome back.
Hello, Sarah.
She gets 3 questions here.
Perfect.
Her first question is, hey, ladies.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness, Rebecca, thank you so much. I got the position.
Yay!
That's awesome. She says, they approved my background and my start date to train is on track.
I
I'm so
told ya.
excited.
I know you were super nervous about that background check, so I'm so happy for you, honey.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. And that's so great. All right. She says, I'm so excited for the opportunity. Can you tell me if there's anything in particular I need to know?
I think for you, don't be hard on yourself. You're going to learn on the job. Okay. So there is going to be a few things that you don't know or you aren't sure about. Be open to asking. Don't just act as if you know everything. Okay. Because they're going to be very happy if you make clear what it is that you're expected to do. There's going to be a few things you're going to have to learn on the job. Okay. Yeah. So don't be hard on yourself and don't be afraid to ask. It's the message that your guides give. Okay.
All right. Her next question is, what can I expect in the next few months financially?
Definitely an increase in your finances is what I see. So I do see that within the next few months, you'll have some extra cash. Your guides do say to try and save. So don't spend it all. It's going to be easy to want to, but they're telling you to try and save some because there is going to be some things that you're going to want to purchase in the near future and you're going to need that extra cash. Okay.
All right. And her last question is, anything general I need to know and do? I want to be able to travel and enjoy life. Will I be able to soon?
You will be. I hear for you to do the traveling next year, not this year. So again, we're going to put some money away. I do see there being a very significant destination that you're going to next year. And it does feel to me like it's like a bucket list type thing. So it feels to me like a big place that you've been wanting to go to. And yes, you'll be able to financially afford it, I hear. No problem.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
All right.
All right. Our next question here is from BP.
Hey,
hello.
hon.
Welcome back. She gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Her first question is, does James's mom know about me or has he ever mentioned me to her in any way?
She knows about you, but not in depth. Okay. So she doesn't know, the connection that you guys have had over this time period. She does know of you though. So you are somebody that has, been talked about and it's all positive. Like she doesn't have any negative thoughts or feelings towards you or has been told anything negative about you. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, James's coworker is my cousin's husband. Did his coworker tell her that I was at their house the other day to drop James off?
No.
All right. And her last question is, will his truck be done by today? If not, when?
No, I hear that it'll be after the weekend. So not today.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is it for her.
All right.
All right. Our next question here is from, one second, from Lone Marie Bjorken. Welcome back,
Hello,
Lone
honey.
Marie. She gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Her first question here is, hi.
Hi.
Me and my doctor are working on reducing my medication, quetiapine. The goal is a lower dose.
Yep.
We think the medication gives me more anxiety and heightened symptoms, or don't work anymore. I've been on it for 12 years.
Yeah.
For me, I want to reduce, and my goal is to quit. So if I want to get pregnant one day, I'm getting better, but also get a little bit worse the first weeks and then better again.
Of
I'm
course.
not used to getting a break from anxiety and intrusive thoughts. Glad that I am getting a break, though. Can you tell me something about that, or what do you see is best for me?
So you will definitely be able to wean yourself down. I'm not seeing you going completely off right away. So it does feel like you might stay on a lower dosage for a bit. Again, I do agree with you guys. I feel like it's not really having the effect or the impact that it used to. What would work well for you, and it's not medicine itself, is learning some breathing techniques and distraction techniques. So finding things to distract yourself when you're getting intrusive thoughts. So using positive mindset affirmations or watching like mindset videos, that type of thing will help to kind of distract you from those feelings and thoughts.
All right. Her next question here is, what can I do when we lower doses and I feel like crap? I'm drained of energy and have no motivation to do anything and a little dizzy. I try to do training but can't even get my butt out the door. What's
Yeah.
your tips for me?
Yeah, it's difficult. I do hear for you, especially with your how you're feeling, especially with something you've been on for so long. So it is going to be hard in the beginning, but you will be able to overcome it, is what they're saying. So it might just take a couple of days of you laying in bed a little bit before you have the motivation and the energy to overcome what you're going through. Okay, honey. Again, they just really stress that, distracting yourself with positive mindset, positive affirmations, writing down your thoughts would be very good too. So when you're feeling icky, if you want to write those things down, that's totally cool too. You don't have to keep them around. If you want to write it and burn it, that's just fine as well. I don't know if you're comfortable keeping like a diary or a journal, but if you're not, that's totally okay. You can still write the feelings down and burn them. Okay.
All right, and her last question is, I feel like this year will be my year. I have hope and I am positive about the future.
Yep.
With my team, we now work on feelings because I've been heavily medicated for 12 years, and before that, I was not allowed to feel what it feels like. What do you think we should work on to get better or focus on? Or should I just let it be and trust that everything will work out for me? I feel like we focus so much on mental health and sickness, and I don't know if I am there anymore or need to focus so much on it.
Yeah, I don't feel like you do need to focus so much on it, because the more we focus on the illness, the more it still sticks around, right? And you are trying to move beyond that. And it does feel to me like you're kind of being kept in that vibration when it's not necessary anymore. So what I would say is, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a good year for you. And it does feel to me like you are going to be a lot more clear-headed. You are going to find your spiritual side this year. So I would focus on your spirituality and your belief systems and connecting with your higher self, your guides, your inner self. Focus there.
All right, thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Maria Thomas. Hello,
Hi, honey.
Maria, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, me and my husband Donald just started talking again after we got into an argument. Will it last a long time with us being happy and not getting mad at each other?
So no, you guys are very heightened emotional couple, is what I hear. So I'm not getting that there isn't going to be an argument. It does feel to me like maybe a month or two you'll be good, and then there will be another argument. So you guys need to work just on your communication. It feels to me like both of you hold back and don't say what needs to be said when it needs to be said. And so when it comes time for you to bubble over, everything comes out, and that's not helpful for either of you guys. So it be more open with your communication. It would be much helpful.
All right, Maria's next question is, do you see a divorce with my husband Donald in the near future?
I don't hear that in a near future, but it is a potential, honey. I do hear that you guys, if you don't get a handle on your communication with each other, that you will definitely end up that way.
All right, and her last question is, I have been having bad anxiety and the doctor prescribed me medication. Is it really just anxiety or something else going on with me? Thank you.
It does feel to me like it is an anxiety, but the medication will kind of take the intensity away, but it's not going to stop it. So you do need to learn some coping mechanisms. Again, I always recommend things like breathing techniques, meditation, even working with crystals. Journaling, again, is a very big one. So writing down your inner thoughts. And again, if you're somebody who doesn't want anybody to see those inner thoughts, it's totally cool to write it down and then burn it. Okay. Or you can flush it down the toilet, however you want to do it.
All right. Thank you so much, Maria. That's it for her.
Yeah.
And remember to keep on tapping that screen, everyone. Once we make it to 40,000 likes, we will be doing another 5 free questions from the comments. Let's tap, tap, tap.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next question here is from Mehin Khan, who gets 1 question.
Okay, sounds good.
Mehin's first question is, or Mahin maybe, their question is there a potential with the connection with T? He seems very into me, but I am a bit cautious due to past experiences.
Yeah, definitely there is a potential there. I would say that your cautious energy and behavior is accurate in this situation because it is, you're not both in the same energy field. So you're not both doing or feeling the same way energetically. So that is where you're feeling that caution, honey. So you're both in different parts of the book, kind of, so to speak. Okay. And that's why. But I hear you can be open. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Our next question here is from Kimber Pell.
Hey,
Hello,
Han.
Kimber. She gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Good to see you again.
Yes, always.
All right, Kimber's first question is, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Will we travel to New Orleans to visit our mom in the spring?
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that there is going to be plans to go and do this. If you do, I do hear that you need to make sure that you have some crystals to just help with buffering the energy, okay? But yes, it does look like you will travel.
Her next question is, will my gran stop by to see our moms this summer?
No.
All right, and her last question is, anything from my daddy, Captain Billy?
I love it. So this energy does, I mean, you have a lot of energies that come in and out of your space because you are very sensitive to them. I hear I don't come around as much, or that energy is not there as much. When it is there, it is very specific for support is what I hear. So specifically, I'm here supporting you, especially when it comes to family stuff is what he says. So he's been around as of lately, which is probably why you're asking about him. Just because you do have a lot of stuff going on with the family. And so he's there to support you, honey. And you can always ask for his help, especially when it comes to kind of having a astral talk with certain individuals. So people who are in your family that are bothering you, you can ask him to have a chat with them is what he says. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for Kimber.
Uh-huh.
All right, and there are a few more people here on the live, so I'm just going to quickly go over everything again.
All right, and thank you so much for the gifts, you guys.
Yeah. All right, in order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for all those gifts.
Yes, thank you. You guys rock.
All right, I'm going to go over our list here now, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list or you'd just like to know how long it is, keep your ears open for your names and I'll read it now. All right, next up on our list is Claudine Gartrell, then Stephanie W., then Danielle O., then Betty, then Huelva Arredondo, then Vanessa Esquinela, then Melissa Imhauser, then Erin Early, then Connie H., then Imani F., then Trista Creasy, then Ashley Knoll, then Boluwatif Oduntan, then Marisol Fernandez, then Curtis Bentley, then Despina Cianao, then Desiree Chang, then Melissa C., then Patricia D., then Steph Van Zul, then Taisha Moore, and that's it for now. Thank you all so much. And again, if you would like to get on that list, just click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, press the link in the bio, and there you'll see the donate button. Thank you all so much.
Mm-hmm.
And remember to keep on tapping that screen, everyone. Once we make it to 40,000 likes, we will do 5 free questions from the comments.
That's right.
All right, next up on our list here is Claudine Gartrell.
Hi,
Hello.
honey.
Claudine gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Her first question here is, my daughter Imani is having health concerns with her heart. Will her heart health get better?
So what I hear is you definitely need to stay on top of it. It isn't something that's just going to go away on its own. So it does look like there is going to be some need for either medication or some kind of intervention. It will get stabilized, I hear. It's not going to go away. Okay. So it is something that you guys do need to keep tabs on. Okay.
Her next question is, did my other daughter, Asia, get married?
No.
All right. And her last question is, what are my gifts?
You're very empathic, they show me. You're also, your energy field is very green. So that is always somebody who's here to do healing. I hear you're a light worker, honey, but your healing is done through communication. So it is really done through supporting and giving advice. That's what I would say. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Our next question here is from Stephanie W. Hello.
Hi, Steph.
Who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Stephanie's first question here is, hello, Rebecca.
Hi.
You are so helpful and I am grateful for you.
Aw, thanks, honey.
She says, did the owners of the dance studio I work at talk bad about me behind my back?
Yeah, they did.
All right. Her next question is, does Russ Y play a role in my life at all?
No, not the role that you're thinking. There's definitely there's a connection there, but it's not the role that you're thinking is what your guides keep saying to me. So it's not going to be significant the way that you're hoping.
All right. And her last question is, can I get a 3-month or a general?
Yeah. So for you, this year, 2024 is the year that you kind of come out of your shell is what they say. So you get to step into your power. You get to step into who you are. You're more yourself, if that makes any sense. So it's like there's these aspects of you that you keep hidden from the world. You're not going to keep them hidden anymore is what your guides are saying. So you're really stepping into your authentic self this year. It's a very empowering year for you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Yes.
That's it for her.
All right.
All right, and there is 10 minutes left to donate, everyone. 10 more minutes left to get on the list. Again, if you would like to get on the list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. And again, that is 10 minutes left to donate.
All right.
Also, thank you so much for all of the gifts, everyone.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Beautifully S. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Bugsy Dory. Thank you, Trista. Thank you, Kimber. And thank you, My Son.
Aw, thanks, guys.
All right. And again, that's 10 minutes left to get on the list. All right. Our next question here is from Danielle O, who
Hi,
gets
honey.
3 questions.
Perfect.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Danielle's first question is, are Steven and I on track to forming a committed relationship soon?
You are. Yeah.
Her next question is, life seems to be a little off track for me lately. Any turnaround in sight, personal, career, etc.?
Yeah. So, some of this momentum and this energy is really coming from your past thoughts and actions, honey. So it's really very important. It's vital indeed for you to keep your thoughts in alignment to what you're trying to manifest. Okay. So try not to think so much about the past. Try not to get dragged back into the past and really just focus on your now and on your future. So the things that you're wanting to come in are going to start showing up pretty rapidly over the next few months. You're going to see a shift in that, but it's very important that you do practice not dwelling, not thinking, or being pulled or drawn back into the past. Okay.
All right. Her next question here is, let's see here. Oh, she says, donation question. Thank you for all you do, and I appreciate
Aw,
you.
amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay.
And we did do our Steven and I on track, right?
Yes.
All right, let's give a big thank you to Danielle O. She's giving away her last question to one of you here in the comments.
Amazing.
How great.
Thank you so much, honey.
Yeah. All right, feel free to put in a question here, everyone. All right, our free question is for... Let me see here. Bonnie. Bonnie says, any advice from my guides, please?
So with you, Bonnie, you are somebody who carries a lot of stress on your shoulders and the back of your head. Okay. So they're really talking about your stress levels and the fact that you need to do something to alleviate some of that. The way that they show it is basically you carry the world on your shoulders, which means that you take on everybody's problems. That is very typical of somebody who is empathic. So I'm going to say that you are very empathic. and you can't solve everybody's problems. So you need to start kind of picking and choosing who you're going to take care of and who you're going to just like step back from and allow them to have their experiences without you taking on all of their worries and stresses. Okay. It does trickle into your own life. So it is very important that you do take that seriously.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And thank you, Danielle, for giving away that
Thank
question.
you so much, honey.
Also, wow, thank you to all of our new followers.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
All right. Our next question here on our list is from Betty. Betty gets 3 questions.
Hello, Betty.
Her first question here is, hi, gorgeous girls.
Hi.
Do you see a future with Michael C and I before the end of this year? Thank you.
Yes. So what I hear with you and Michael is that this isn't your person. Okay. So I don't want you to get too excited. It does feel to me like there is going to be a short connection. It does feel to me like there's a lesson to be learned here. So it is something that is worth exploring. Just be prepared that it isn't forever. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Her next question is, when do you see my business start to have abundance / profit?
Yeah. So you're going to see a shift in the next 6 months, but it looks like the profit aspect of things is about 8 months away. Okay. So just patience. I know it's hard because it's so long away. In a way, it's not. So you'll see a change about then. Okay.
All right. And her last question is, do you see a relationship for my daughter Brandy anytime soon?
So with Brandy, it does feel to me, she's very picky. She is very specific about what she's looking for. It doesn't feel like she's going to really have a serious connection. They're saying about 2 years before that happens, but she will have a couple of people come in and out of her life over the next 2 years. It's just that they're not going to be serious. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Betty. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right. 1 second here.
No problem.
All right. Our next question here is from Huelva Arredondo. Welcome back, Huelva.
Hello, honey.
Who gets 5 questions.
Perfect. Hello.
Huelva's first question is, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Will I continue to receive Texas benefits or will I have problems?
No, I hear you will continue to receive them. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, when will my son JJ get a better paying job as a welder?
So this does feel to me like it shifts around July. So he's kind of where he is until then.
Her next question is, what's going on with my other leg? Do I need to get it checked out or just a massage since I've been working out?
I would get it checked anyways, but it does feel to me like it is muscle related. I would have it looked at even. You can do a massage still, they're saying, but have it looked at anyways. It's always good to be cautious.
All right. Her next question is, any messages from my grandparents?
Okay, so I don't get the sense that grandpa comes around at all. It feels to me like I'm distracted or busy with other person is what I'm hearing. So I'm constantly over here. I don't have time to come in and be with you. Grandma comes a lot. Mostly at night is what she says. And I do feel her, she comes into your room and she does communicate with you in your dream state. So she will visit you quite often. Okay, honey. The message that I get from her more than anything is that, things are never as bad as we think is her message. Things are never as bad as we think. And so I think the reason why she's saying this to you is because sometimes things seem like they're so far gone or so, you can't handle it, and she's trying to tell you it's never as bad as it thinks is really what she's getting at here. Okay.
All right. And her last question is general.
So the next few months do feel a bit, we'll say there's a bit of resistance in the next couple of months. So it is important that you do, face things. Don't let things don't procrastinate. Don't leave things to fester. They're really emphasizing for you that when something comes up, deal with it right away. Get it out of the way, because you do have a few things that are going to kind of, it's old energy, but it's something that you have to learn to overcome. And that's why it's almost like a repeat experience. But you do need to learn to overcome it so that it doesn't follow you, into your future and your experiences.
All right. Thank you so much. That is it for her.
Sounds good.
All right. And there is 5 minutes left to get on the list, everyone. 5 more minutes left to donate. If you would like to get on the list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. And again, that is 5 minutes left to get on the list, everyone.
Perfect.
Thank you all so much.
Mhm.
All right, our next question here is from Vanessa Esquinela, who gets
Hello,
one
honey.
question.
Sounds good.
Vanessa's question here is, will Crystal and I give our marriage another chance?
Yes. Yeah, you will.
All right, thank you so much, Vanessa.
Mhm.
Our next question is from Melissa Imhauser, who gets 3 questions.
All right. Hello, Melissa.
Melissa's first question here is, hello, good morning.
Hello.
I'm in a family law case, and my son's father disclosed some police reports where I reported similar abuse by a doctor at an emergency room visit. Will the judge read these reports, and if so, will he think I am crazy or a liar?
No, he won't think that at all. He will read the reports. Absolutely. No, I don't hear that he's going to think you're crazy or a liar.
All right, her next question is, did what I reported that happened in the emergency room police report actually happen? I'm starting to question myself.
Yes, I did. No, you don't question yourself. Your guides say that you definitely did the right thing there.
All right, and her last question is, do you see me having any mental illness in my energy?
No, I think what you're sensing, honey, is okay. So here's the thing. Sometimes when you are somebody who's very sensitive, very psychic, very intuitive, it can feel that way. Okay. So it is very common for somebody who has psychic abilities to be dubbed or labeled as mentally unstable. So a lot of what you sense and the feelings that you're getting, they're telling me is your intuitiveness. I'm not hearing that it's a mental illness, honey. No. The very fact that you're asking that question is a good sign. Okay. It's more that you are just a very intuitive and sensitive individual, and you can pick up on, unfortunately, it's more of the negative that you sense of people and situations. So a lot of the times the information you're getting is the negative stuff. And so that's why it can feel a little bit overwhelming and feel that way. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Erin Early.
Hi,
Erin.
hon.
She gets 3 questions here.
Perfect. Welcome back.
Yes. Her first question is, yesterday you said there would be a change in my romantic life. Does this mean it gets better?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. When they say change, in your particular case, it feels to me like it's blossoming. It's getting bigger. They're basically showing me a field of flowers. So that's a good sign.
All right. Her next question is, I've been talking with Kenny about me opening my own flower shop. But as much as I love making flowers, I don't know that I would be a good business owner. What do my guides say?
You would definitely need to take a course on how to run a business, but you could easily learn it, honey. You could easily learn it. And the fact that your guides just showed me a field of flowers is 100% validation. Okay. So I would say, yeah, you should go ahead and do it, but do take a business course just so you do have some understanding. Okay.
That's so funny.
They're just so ridiculous sometimes. Some of the things they share with me.
Well, there you go. Instant confirmation.
Well,
All right. And Erin's last question, she says, past life, please.
Okay, so this one here, it does feel to me like it's off. It's not from here. So it doesn't feel like you're on this planet. You've had a lot of lives. Your soul is quite ancient. We're going to say it like that because that's a very good representation and gives you an idea of what you feel like. The place that I'm seeing you, it is still humanoid. So you are in a humanoid environment. It just feels to me it's very different from here. There is no such thing as like money and when you do anything, it is out of passion. It is, so it's like if you were an artist, you would do art. If you were a farmer, you would do farming, right? And everything is very community oriented. So it does feel to me like you all work together towards the common good of everybody. Everybody lives in the same kind of home, so it doesn't feel and they almost look like, I don't even know how to describe this. They look like coconut shells. They're made out of like soil, but that's what they look like to me. It's like these big dome coconut shell looking things with like window holes put out of them and stuff. But you guys all work towards the common good of the community is what I hear. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
It's a weird description of a home, hey? Coconut shells.
All right. Thank you so much, Erin. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Connie H.
Hi, Connie.
Connie gets 5 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, good morning.
Good morning.
How would it be received by my daughter if I suggest that she does trauma therapy in her schooling? Would this help her heal also?
I mean, I hear it would be beneficial. I feel like she'll have some resistance to it though. Okay. So just know that it's not going to be like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it, right? There's going to be a bit of resistance.
Her next question is, any messages from my dad?
Oh, I'm very proud of you is the biggest thing. You've been through a lot and you should be very proud of yourself, honey. You've done a lot. Is you have overcome great odds, and I'm so proud of the person that you are is what I keep hearing from him. Yeah, he loves you very much.
All right, her next question is, what is Levi feeling from my last text? He has gone silent.
Oh, you'll hear from him this weekend. You guys will communicate. It doesn't feel to me like he's avoiding or anything. It just feels to me like I'm distracted and busy. Yeah, it doesn't feel bad. It feels like he feels okay. Yeah, your text was fine. You didn't do anything in there that was to make him hide.
All right, her next question is, what do my guides need me to hear?
I think for you, we're getting into this energy of needing to get out of the house. After when winter hits, it feels to me like we gotta cocoon ourselves. But for you, it feels like I gotta get out. I've got to be around everybody. I need to be around people. So it really feels like you need to stop hermiting and you need to get out of your environment, just for your own well-being is what they're saying. Okay. So if you can get out of the house as much as possible over the next few weeks, go out with friends or family or do something, but just out of your personal environment is what they're saying.
All right, and Connie is giving away her last question.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank you, honey.
And it's perfect timing because we just made it to
5 free.
40,000 likes.
Good job, everybody.
Yay! All right, so let's give Connie a big thank you. Thanks to her, we get to do 6 free questions from the comments. Awesome. Also, I will remind everyone, these are your last few minutes left to donate, last few minutes left to get on the list, okay? All right, our first free question here is from Jacqueline. Jacqueline says, is Yaren good for me romantically?
I hear yes. Yep.
All right. Our next free question is from Penny. Penny says, who do I have a future with, KG or Q?
Q, they say.
All right. Our next question is from Cheryl. Cheryl says, is my boyfriend still committed, in love and loyal to me, or has he had a change of feelings?
No, he hasn't had a change of feelings, honey. I hear that the commitment is still there. Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Linda. Linda says, does Fred want to give me another chance?
They say no for that, honey. I'm sorry.
All right. Our next question is from Kathy, who says, does Matt regret leaving third party to get does Matt regret letting the third party get between us?
So there is guilt. And I would say, yes, there is regret. However, it doesn't feel like there's going to be a shift in anything, even though there is that.
All right. And our last free question here is from Floor. Floor says, will Aiden have a great year in the new school?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Yes, you are.
Thank you again, Connie, as well.
Yes, thank you, honey.
All right. Our next like goal is 80,000 likes. So let's keep on tapping. Once you make it there, we'll do another 5 free questions from the comments. You guys are amazing.
You always are.
All right. And again, these are your last few minutes left to get on the list, everyone. So if you would like to get on the list and get your questions answered, now is definitely a good time to do so. All right. I'm going to go over our list now. So if you have donated to be on the list, just keep your ears open for your names. Our next person on our list is from Connie H. Then
Didn't we already just do Connie?
Did we just do Connie? No, it's I guess she gets more. Yeah, she gets some more. I just didn't.
Oh no,
it's okay. It's
sorry,
okay.
Connie.
It's okay because the donated question worked out.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so our next question is from Connie H. Then Imani F. Then Trista Creasy. Then Ashley Knoll. Then Boluatif Odunten. Then we have Marisol Fernandez. Then Curtis Bentley. After Curtis is Despina Cianao. Then Desiree Chang. Then Melissa C. Then Patricia D. Then Steph Van Zul. Then Taisha Moore. Then Marie Lune Fortin. Then Priscilla N. Then Megan Pradicante. Then Jana E. Then Polona Ilijanik. Sorry if I said that wrong. After Polona is Megan Rapp. Then Ivy Eagle Speaker. Then Rachel Johnson. Then Taisha Moore. Then Despina Cianao. Then TC. then Tinitra Jones, then Alicia Smith, then Tiffany Soto, then Jennifer Kopp, then Amy Nguyen, then Kelsey Bowden, then Catherine Espana, then Connie Newman, and that's it for now. Thank you all so much. And again, if you would like to get on that list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. And these are your last 2 minutes left to donate, everyone. Thank you all so much. All right. And wow, thank you so much, Amber, for all of those gifts.
Aw,
You're
thanks, honey.
awesome. All right. Our next question here is from Connie H. Hello again.
Hello again.
She gets 3 more questions.
All right.
Sorry, I cut those up for
Oh,
you there.
that's okay. Sorry, honey.
All right. Connie's first question here, she says, when Elle and Jay have their disagreements, who will it be saying hurtful things, or both?
Both. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, if she tries to come back in after their disagreement, will he walk away from us and go back to her?
No.
Her next question is, will my mom and stepdad be okay to come for graduation in May?
Yeah, I do hear yes. Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Connie.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
All right. And thank you so much for always donating your questions. Amazing.
All right. Our next question is from Imani F, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Welcome
Hello
back.
again.
Imani's first question, she says, I applied for a PR internship. Will I likely get the job?
Yeah, you definitely qualify for it. And they will like you. Yep.
All right. Her next question is, I've been looking for a job. When will I likely find the right one?
So it feels to me like you'll start working in March. They're saying March is the month that you'll be working.
All right. Her next question is, when will love likely come into my life?
That's still a few months away, I hear. The earliest they're saying is July, but it is fluidic, so you can move that timeline up. You can also push it away, though. Okay, so you do have to make yourself available for love.
All right. Her next question is, will I ever hear from Robert again?
I don't hear you well. No.
And her last question is, any general message my guys want me to know? Thank you, Rebecca.
So I will say for you, this is much easier a year. It does feel to me like a lot of the fight back that you've had in the last few years is not happening this year. So things are happening a lot easier with a lot less resistance and pushback. So just knowing that, it's very important that you are very clear-minded on the things you want. So don't, how do I put this? It's almost like when you ask for something, don't talk yourself out of it. So like if you say, I want this job, but you're going to talk yourself out of it, right? So just focus on, this is the job I'm wanting. This is the relationship I'm wanting. This is the home I want, whatever it is that you're asking for, declare what you want and don't talk yourself out of it, because you do that a lot, they say.
All right. Thank you so much, Imani. That's it for her.
All right.
All right. And this is your last minute left to donate, everyone. Your last minute left to get on the list. Our next question is from Trista Creasy, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Trista's first question here is, Happy Friday, beautiful
Happy Friday,
ladies.
honey.
Will Matthew and I be together again?
So what I hear is that there is a deep connection here. This does feel to me like somebody who you have unfinished business with. It doesn't feel like this is your person, though. So I do want to say that. It just feels to me like you guys have to finish off things. So it's an ending more so than a beginning. So that being said, it does look like there is a reconnect, but it is to end things or finish unresolved energy. Okay.
Her next question is, if so, will things be good?
So, I mean, yeah, because you guys are going to end up being amicable and just moving beyond what you are stuck in. I don't know how else to describe it, but basically the energy that you guys have is this unresolved, stuck energy that you have to work through.
Her next question is, will marriage be in our future?
No.
Her next question is, will he realize that I'm the one that's been there for him this whole time?
He does know that you've been the one there for him. It feels to me like it's almost like some people just cannot seem to accept the truth of what's in front of them. And it almost feels like that for him. Like I can't see almost because I don't want to. And so although you have always been exactly what is needed, it hasn't always been recognized, if that makes sense.
All right. And her last question is, will we start talking more again?
You will start talking. And I do hear that there will be a continued like connection. It just doesn't feel to me like this is like the person you're with.
All right. Thank you so much, Trista. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right, and our list is now closed, everyone, for this live. Don't worry, if you have donated, you will still be answered on the live. We just aren't taking any more new donation questions to be added to the list. Thank you all so much.
Yes.
And remember to keep on tapping that screen, everyone, because at 80,000 likes, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
All right, our next question here is from Ashley Knoll, who gets 3 questions.
All right. Hello, Ashley.
Ashley's first question here is the person I'm thinking of me?
Yes. So again, when it comes to the way that we engage energetically with people, when we think about somebody, you got to think of it almost like a guitar string. So we're all connected by these invisible strings. When you twing that string, it's going to vibrate, right? And so it's going to vibrate to that person. So they absolutely do feel you. And I do hear that they return the vibrations. So they're connected to you is what they're showing me.
Her next question is, which grandparent is around me and what message do they have?
Okay, so I feel a male grandfather energy is what I'm feeling. Okay, and it does feel to me like I don't interfere, and I'm never going to interfere unless you ask me for help. I'm just gonna kind of be an observer. Is that message? Okay, so it's very important that you do understand that you have to give permission, and that's for anybody who's wanting the other side or wanting somebody from the other side to be supportive. You have to give them permission because they can't just intervene. All they can do without your permission is kind of talk to you. It feels to me like he wants to support. And he does support more energetically, but he can't intervene because you haven't opened up that way for him, if that makes sense. So I would say give him permission to help you out. He really wants to give you guidance in your future is what he says. So he really is somebody who you can trust to help you get your future on track and where it's supposed to be.
All right, and her last question is, will I be getting a new role and or coming into a lot of money?
So I don't see you coming into a lot of money this year. It doesn't look like they're not showing me, usually what they'll show me is a bag of money or whatever, but I'm not seeing that with you. So I do see that you're comfortable. I see that everything is, paid and you have your comfort. I do hear that there will be an advancement, but it feels to me like it's not happening this year. So that significant increase in finances seems to be more in 2025 than it is in 2024.
All right. Thank you so much, Ashley. That's it for her.
All right.
And thank you so much, Ivory, for the gift.
Yes. Thank you so much, you guys.
Also, thank you, Chelsea, for following.
Hi. Welcome.
All right. Our next question here is from Boluwatif Oduntan. Sorry if I said that wrong. They get 3 questions here.
All right.
Their first question is, will Sahid and I get back together?
No, it looks like somebody else is coming into your life, honey.
The next question is, how does Sahid truly feel about me?
So I will say there's definitely unfinished or unresolved energy there. It does feel like the two of you need to work things out so that you can both move on in the right way. However, that being said, it isn't your forever person. So just be aware of that, okay? It would be good for you guys to sit down and have a talk and kind of clear the air and clear the energy. However, it can be difficult when both parties aren't on the same page when it comes to their connection, okay? I do hear that you are cared for. However, that it almost feels like it's not enough. Yeah.
All right. And their last question is, anything I need to know for the next few months?
So these next few months are really focusing more about your personal life. So it's focusing on business. It's focusing on you, really learning your boundaries, putting yourself into a place of strength is what your guys are really encouraging. So it is about focusing on your needs, your wants, and your desires, and not so much externally. Okay. So don't be looking at other people's stuff. It's really about you. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for them.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Marisol Fernandez. Welcome
Hi,
back.
honey.
Marisol says, hi, beautiful. Will I like my new job and grow there?
Yes, you will. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. And that's it for her.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
just one question. All right. Our next question here is from Curtis Bentley, who also gets
Hello.
one question.
Perfect.
Curtis says, is Ryan going to try coming back into my life?
Yes. I get a lot of warning bells though, so it does feel to me like it might not be a healthy connection, honey, okay? So just make sure that you're in a good place and you're sure of what you're wanting, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question here is from Despina Sia now.
Hi,
Hello,
honey.
Despina. She was just asking if she made it.
Yes, she made it.
All right. She gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Her first question here is, hello, beautiful ladies. Hope you are both well.
You too, honey.
She says, I would like to ask what to expect during March.
So March really is business focused. So it does feel to me like we're focusing on our finances. Whatever you're doing, financially, it really needs your attention is what they're saying. Okay. So let's really focus on our business or our work or whatever it is you're doing. It's about your finances is what they're saying. And it feels to me like what you do in March is going to impact the rest of the year.
Her next question is, how does Lucan feel currently about me?
It feels good. I do hear very quite open to you. When you are thought about it, it's very positive. It doesn't feel to me like there's any negativity or any distress or anything like that. So it does feel to me like in a good place with you.
All right, and her last question is, when will I be in a good, comfortable place regarding money?
Yeah. So again, like they're saying, what you do in March really is going to impact the rest of the year for you. I hear your finances are going to really we'll say grow and increase more around August, September. So there's a significance there, but what you do next month is the reason for it. Okay. So it's very important that you keep your eyes and ears open, especially to potential financial gain. Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Despina.
Yep.
One moment here. All right. Our next question here is from Desiree Chang, who gets 3 questions.
All right. Hello, honey.
Desiree's first question here, she gets 3.
Yep.
Her first question is, anything I need to know or a warning about my past relationship with George that will help me in moving on and realize that I'm better off without him?
So yeah, I'm gonna say this. There is a lot of old relationships in George. So when you look at that connection, it was the same lessons that you've had before. So when you go back into remembering it, just recognize that it wasn't a new experience. It was a repeat of what you've already had. Okay, honey. So you just have to remind yourself of that. That being said, you were ready to clear that energy, and that's why this person came into your life. So be understanding that was the whole purpose of it, was for you to be able to then move on and not have that experience again. So when you think about George, be more grateful and more understanding that this was a lesson to help you to break a cycle. Okay.
Her next question is George's new relationship will be happy and healthy and he will settle down?
George has a hard time with healthy relationships. So he'll be there for a while. It doesn't feel to me like it's going to be a healthy relationship, but it definitely will be comfortable enough for him. Yeah.
All right, and her last question is, any beautiful message for love in general? Thank you.
Yeah, honey. So again, your guys really emphasized that was a lesson, and that was cutting of old momentum and old relationships so that you don't repeat a cycle. So you were cutting a cycle with George. So that being said, it means you've got a little bit of healing to do and working through some of that energy and having a better understanding of why you two connected is going to allow you to now have the right person come into your life. And the next individual that is in your love life is your person. So you're not going to go through it again. It doesn't look like you're not repeating the cycle anymore. So this next person coming in is your love. This is the love of your life coming in.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for them.
All right.
Our next question here is from Melissa C. Hello.
Hi, Melissa.
Melissa gets 3 questions. Her first question here is Jules happy in his relationship? I feel like he's making bad decisions, losing interest, and forced to be with his current girlfriend. He's spending money that he probably doesn't have and taking responsibilities that he might not be ready for to please her. I'm a little bit concerned for him. Do you see this relationship lasting?
So I do hear that this relationship is going to last quite a bit. It does feel to me like you are correct that he is definitely feeling a bit pressured into doing some things that maybe aren't in alignment for him. But it does feel to me like he's making those decisions on his own. So he might be pressured into it, but he's agreeing to it. Yeah.
Her next question is, I put myself on dating apps to get out of my comfort zone recently. Will I meet someone that I'll get a connection and go out with?
Yeah, it looks like you will. It looks like there's actually going to be two individuals that are going to come up for you that are going to be in alignment for you. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Thank you, Rebecca.
I will say for you, there's a lot of letting go that has to happen. We have a few anchors in people. So it's not just one person, it's multiple people that are still connected to you energetically from your past that you do need to, we talk about cord cutting. I don't personally agree with cord cutting because I find that it just doesn't work well enough. So what I would recommend is you go into a meditative state, you ask your guides to show you who you need to clear. You see where they're connected within the body, the energy body. So you'll feel them like either in the temple, in the heart, wherever. So you're going to ask, where are they connected? It almost looks like a vacuum hose. You're going to take it out and you put it up into source. That's better than cord cutting because that allows you then to put them into the connection that they're supposed to be in and where they won't feel the loss of not being connected to something, right? As the second you cord cut with somebody, they're going to come back because they're feeling the loss of you. But if you take them out and put them into source, then they're getting their energy from source. And so you don't have to worry about them trying to come look for you again. That makes sense. Okay. So you got to work on that energy and that healing.
All right. Thank you so much, Melissa. That's it for her.
All right.
I'm going to go over our list now, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list, just keep your ears open for your names. Our next question is from Patricia D., then Steph Van Zul, then Taisha Moore, then Marie Loon Fortin, then Priscilla N., then Megan Pradicante, then Jaina E., then Polona Ilijanik. After Polona is Megan Rapp, then Ivy Eagle Speaker, then Rachel Johnson, then Taisha Moore, then Despina Sianao, then TC, then Tynitra Jones, then Alicia Smith, then Tiffany Soto, then Jennifer Kopp, then Amy Nguyen, then Kelsey Bowden, then Angela Green, then Catherine Espana, then Sarah Miller, then Connie Newman, then Ro I, then Connie H, then Melissa Imhauser, then Shanta R, then Despina Sianao, and that is it. Thank you all so much. And remember, everyone, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be added to the list. We're just finishing off everyone whose name you heard there. But keep on tapping the screen, and once we make it to 80,000 likes, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments. Right. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. Our next question here is from Patricia D. Hi, Patricia.
Hey, Patricia.
Here. And welcome back. All right, Patricia gets 3 questions. Okay. Her first question here is, hello, lovely ladies.
Hi.
You mentioned that there would be an attempt at reconciliation between Ben and I. When will this happen and how long will it last? Who would make the first move?
So it does feel like it's going to be you. I'm hearing the end of April, beginning of May for the reconnecting. Okay. It doesn't feel like it lasts very long. So a few months at most.
All right, her next question is, both my daughter and grandson have NF1, a genetic disease. Will they stay safe and well without health issues affecting them long term?
So you have to make sure that you are on top of things. I do hear that there is going to be some kind of we'll say medical breakthrough is the way that the guides are saying it. So there is going to be something that is going to be able to help. That being said, though, it does feel to me like they might have some issues that are going to have to be dealt with on and off throughout their life. So they're not going to be like healthy all the way through. It does feel like you will have to keep on top of certain ailments that will come up because of it. Okay. But there is going to be a breakthrough. So I don't want you to stress and worry about it at this moment because it's not happening right now anyways. But yes, you do need to make sure you're on top of like their physicals and their health.
All right, and her last question is, who are my spirit guides and what messages do they send me? How do I know they are around me? Thank you and God bless.
Yeah, that's a great way to ask it. So you have a female and a male energy with you. The female energy feels younger. The male energy is very old. So it's like a grandfather style energy. Like when I see him, it's silver hair and just very, very old looking fella. So when they're communicating with you, they say that they do communicate a lot through like you have clairaudience, honey. So what you'll feel is like a pressure and you'll have a thought come in. It feels or sounds sort of like your voice, but it's a different dialogue or a different way of speaking. So you'll be able to tell that difference just from the pressure change in the one ear, and then you'll have ideas or thoughts come through. And they say that they also do use numbers with you. So whenever you're seeing the sequence of numbers, it's like 111 or 222 or 1212, just recurring numbers. It's them just validating for you. Okay. So they're communicating that way mostly with you.
All right. Thank you so much, Patricia.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Steph Van Zool. Welcome back.
Hey, honey.
Who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, I'm trying to manifest my dream house. Is that coming into fruition this year or next year?
Next year, 2025, they say. Yeah, but you're doing a good job.
Her next question is, the day before my granny passed away, she kept saying something in the hospital, but we couldn't hear. What did she say? Is she okay?
She was talking to the people that were there to pick her up. So she wasn't talking to you guys. She was greeting the people that were coming to get her. It was family members from the other side. Yeah.
All right. And is she okay?
She's absolutely okay. Yeah.
Right. And Steph's last question is, I'm not sure yet, but if I had to consider having a second child, what would the gender be?
They show a little boy. Yeah. So you would have a boy.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Taisha Moore, who gets 3 questions.
All right. Perfect.
Taisha's first question here is, what do you see for me and Christopher? Is he the one I should be with?
Okay. So I'm going to tell you this is not your person. There is a lot of things. So they give me a checklist. There's a lot of boxes not checked. So this isn't the person that is energetically or magnetically aligned with you. Okay. So this person definitely does have their flaws and has some work that goes along with them. Okay. So they're not fully open and ready for a connection is what I hear. You're more ready than they are. So it just doesn't feel like it would work. There's a clash in what you both want. Yeah.
All right. Taisha's next question is, do you see me being financially stable soon?
It looks like next year for you. So they're saying 2025.
And her last question is, will I win my case with Amazon? Will the settlement be a nice amount?
It's going to take you some time. Yes, you will though. It's worth the fight, I hear. And it's definitely worth it. Financially, it's worth it. Yeah. But it's going to take some time. Okay. So it's not going to happen quickly. They will fight.
All right. Thank you so much, Taisha. That's it for her.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Noli, for all of the gifts. You're amazing.
Thanks, honey.
All right, our next question is from Marie Loon Fortin.
Hello again.
Welcome back. She gets 5 more questions.
All right.
You're on a roll today. All right. Marie Loon's first question here. She says, you mentioned my finances would improve a lot starting April. Where will the money come from?
So it does feel to me like it's a bit of like where you're working, but also your own business as well, honey. So there is going to be a lift or an increase in your own personal business that you're going to be doing. I know you're not putting as much effort and emphasis into it right now, but that shifts pretty quick, I hear. Yeah.
Our next question is, are my gifts with animals being passed down? If yes, from who?
So yes and no. You came in with this as a pre-program. So this is something you were supposed to have, you were supposed to experience. When you think of psychic ability, yes, it does come from our family. So it is something that is passed down genetically. And you can see that genetically through family lines. It gets more intense with each generation. So it, it comes from your female line, I see. So it comes from grandma. So grandma, even your mom would have had abilities. Hers were different though. Okay. So the connecting with animals was something you really desired to have and experience when you came into this world. So that was something you wrote into your path and your contract.
Her next question is, which guys can I call on to assist me in continuing with my path with animals and my business?
So there is, okay, let me see if I can hear the name. It's not Ariel, but it sounds like Ariel is what I'm hearing. Okay. So what I would say is call her Ari, because that's what she likes to go by anyways, but she is the one that helps you to communicate with animals. Okay. So Ari is what I would call her. And it's like Ary is how she's showing it to me, but I think that's how you would say that, right? Ari. That's what I'm hearing anyway.
All right. Her next question is, usually I see hawks as a yes when I ask a question. Yesterday I saw 2 being attacked in the air by crows. I know there's a message, but couldn't decode it.
So it's I do get the sense that yes, it was for you to see for sure was a part of like your conflict that you're going through. Both birds are very powerful representations for the spirit world. So it really is a reminder what they're saying of like what your path is, and not to get too caught up with, because right now you're not as connected to your spiritual stuff as you're supposed to be because of what's happening with the farm and the boss and all of that. So it's kind of a bit throwing you off. And so the crows fighting with the hawk is just, they're both animals that represent the spirit world. So it's a reminder not to get derailed or to get distracted with what's happening in the physical realm right now for you. Okay.
All right. And her last question is general from my guides.
So with you, I mean, you have quite a large team. I do want to help you to recognize that. And you have certain energies that specialize in what your work is about. So when you are working with them, again, with this Ariel, I don't know how you say her name, work with her. She's going to be the one that helps to really lift things into the right direction for you. And when you're communicating with your guides, ask for specific responses. Okay. So ask for specific numbers or specific animals or specific whatever it is you want for them to respond to you so that you can really get the message clearly and that you're not feeling like it's your imagination or that it's just you can brush it off. Okay, so ask for specific messages is what they're saying.
All right. Thank you so much, Marie Loon. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Priscilla N, who gets 5 questions.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Priscilla's first question is, hi guys,
Hi.
do you see my finances changing in the next few months?
So around June they say. Yes.
Her next question is, when will I get my own home again?
It does feel like it's going to be this year, but I am hearing not until around October.
Her next question is it a good idea to start my small business?
Yes. Oh, very much they say. Now just be patient with yourself. It's not going to all come to fruition right away. It takes a little bit of time, okay?
All right. Her next question is, any messages from my late best friend Kay?
So I'm never going to go away. That's the message. I'm never going away. I am here. I'm always going to be here. I mess with your electronics is what Kay says. Okay. So when your electronics are on the fritz, it's me. Very sassy individual, I'm going to say. Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. That's the message.
Yeah. All right. And her next question here is, any messages from my guides? Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Yeah. So with your guides, the biggest thing that they're showing me is be more gentle with yourself, be more gentle with the environment that you're in. It does feel to me like you take a lot of things to heart, honey, and it's not all your responsibility and it's not all yours to carry. Okay. So you have a very open heart and you're very, very generous and very caring of even perfect strangers. And that's a wonderful, wonderful trait, but don't harm yourself in the process of helping others. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Priscilla. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Megan Pradicante. Hello.
Hello, honey.
She gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Her first question here is, hi, ladies.
Hi.
Mitch recently started following me on socials after a year no contact. What are his intentions or why did he?
To reconnect, I hear. Yeah. So the intention is to reconnect with you, seeing if you would block him.
Her next question is, in the past you said a new romantic relationship was on the way before May, but it could be pushed up. What is the timeline now for it?
It still feels to me like it's around May. Again, you have to go through some healing first before you allow the right vibration into your life. You're not at the vibrational match to your person yet. So you've got to really heal and let go of your past traumas.
All right. And Megan's last question is, what else do I need to know for this year?
So this is a good year. Financially, they're really focusing on career. It does feel to me like there's going to be a big change in what you're doing for work or how money is coming in. It feels to me like you're much more independent, or there's something that's really shifting there and allowing money in a different and a bigger way. Okay. So this year is your year to focus on finances. Okay. Your financial abundance is what they're saying.
All right. Thank you so much, Megan. That's it for her.
Okay.
Also, thank you so much, Sarah, for the roses.
Thank you, honey.
And remember, everyone, our like goal is 80,000 likes. Once we make it there, we will do 5 free questions from the comments. Thank you so much, everyone.
Uh-huh.
All right. Our next question here is from Jana E, who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Their first question here is, does Spirit have anything to say about the new guy I'm talking to? His name is Vernon.
Yeah. Okay. So this individual is, I'm going to just tell you, it's not your person, but they play a very important role in getting you out of your comfort zone and getting you out and open to your person coming in. Okay. So continue the connection. It does feel like this is an important experience and it's definitely worth investing some time into. And it's just going to help to grow you and stretch you in a way that allows your actual person to come in.
Her next question is, just curious if Matt will reach out. He was supposed to reach out in December and never did.
Yeah, I still hear that there will be connection between the two of you, honey. Sometimes the timeline can shift a little bit just based off of what you do, what they do. And, when I give you the information, if there's any resistance, it can move your timeline back or forward, depending on how you feel about it, okay? You'll still connect, I hear.
All right, and her last question is, does Spirit have any advice for me at this time?
I would say for you more than anything, you've got to learn to just allow yourself to have experiences. Don't try to control the things that are going on in your life. It's more about experiencing it. Okay. So getting out of the house, getting out with friends, and really just enjoying the experience of things. You have everything planned out, and that's just not how things work. We have to just say what we want, and we are not going to make the universe do anything. And this is why some of your manifestations don't always come to fruition, is because you're trying to force the universe to do it a certain way. The universe knows the easiest, shortest, quickest route to get to what we want. So our job is to say, what do you want? And just let the universe figure out how that happens. Okay. So don't try to force things, just allow things. And honey, you got to enjoy your life. Life is too short to be so specific and so serious about it. Okay. So they're really emphasizing go out and enjoy yourself.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Polona Ilijanik. Polona gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Their first question here is, when will I get pregnant?
So they're saying within the next 4 months here. So right away. Yeah.
Polona's next question is, will my boyfriend Machaz marry me?
Yes.
And her last question is, when will we move into a house?
So a house, it feels to me like is going to happen a lot later this year. It feels to me closer to November, December. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Also, thank you so much, Poonam, Fiona, and Barry for the roses.
Thanks, guys. You rock.
All right. Our next question here is from Megan Rapp, who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Megan's first question here is, been dating Quincy a year. Just want to know if it will get more serious between us.
So it does look like yes. There is quite an attachment to you from Quincy. Okay. So it does look like things are getting and moving along in that direction. You're going to notice a significant deepness more around June, July. But yeah, you guys are getting closer.
Megan's next question is, has he talked or told anyone about me?
Yes. Yes, he has.
And her last question is, anything I need to know in general?
I hear for you, there's a lot that's going to be happening this year that's going to feel, how do I put this? It's almost like you've asked for a lot of things, but not all of them can happen all at once. So it's going to be a rapid manifestation year is what I'm hearing for you. So a lot of the things you've asked for are coming into fruition. They're starting to happen very quickly is what they're saying. Okay. So it's very important that you are clear as to what you're wanting and make sure you know why you want it, because you don't want to manifest things that don't actually go in alignment with what you want. Okay. So you got to be, it's almost like I keep hearing like, be careful what you wish for. So just make sure you're clear on your manifestations, because this year, a lot of things are happening that are coming into fruition quickly. Okay. So you're going to ask for it. It's coming quick. It's not going to take a long time. Like the last few years, things took a long time to happen. That's not the case this year. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Also, wow, thank you so much for all of those gifts.
Aw,
Poonam,
thanks.
Fiona, Noli, and Amber. You guys are amazing.
You guys are so awesome.
Also, just a reminder, everyone, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be added to the list. We're just finishing off everyone who has already donated. But make sure you are sticking around until the end of the live because we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So again, stick around until the end.
Yes.
Also, make sure you're all tapping that screen because at 80,000 likes, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, everyone. Also, thank you so much, Polona, for the rose.
Aw, thanks, honey.
All right, our next question here is from Ivy Eagle Speaker. Hi,
Hi,
Ivy.
Ivy.
She gets 5 questions.
Perfect.
Her first question here is, good morning, beautiful
morning.
ladies. Always a pleasure.
Aw, thanks, honey. You too.
She says, should I go back to school or continue working?
So I do hear that you will go back to school. It does feel to me like that's not happening though until the fall. So they are saying yes, go back to school.
All right, her next question is, did John miss me?
I hear yes.
Her next question is, will my relationship with my mom get better?
So they say it's going to take some adjusting. Yes, it's going to get better. It's not going to happen overnight. It does feel to me like this is something that's ongoing. There's an adjustment in the way that you guys are with each other. The way that you communicate with each other really has to shift, okay?
All right, her next question is, will my children's relationship with their father get better?
Yeah, it's very long down the road though.
And her last question is, should I get into nursing?
Oh, nursing would be great for you. Yeah, you have a lot of that healing energy.
All right, thank you so much, Ivy. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right, our next question here is from...
Mhm.
Our next question is from Rachel Johnson. Hi,
Hey,
Rachel. Rachel's question is, when/will Kurt and I get back together? Should I continue to wait for him?
Yeah, I hear that you guys are meant to get back together within the next 3 months here is what they're saying.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Taisha Moore. Hello.
Hey, honey.
Taisha's question here is, thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate your energy.
Oh, thanks,
Can I
honey.
please have a 3-month or a general?
Yeah. So over the next 3 months, what I'm seeing for you, it's about relationships. So it does feel to me like there is some old momentum, which means that there is somebody that you're going to be closing the door to. But this is significant to allowing a new energy in that is going to be more in alignment to your future. Okay. So when it comes to relationships, it is very important, specifically for you, that the people around you value you for who you are and see the importance of who you are. Okay, honey. So what I'm hearing for you is you have new connections. I'm going to say it like that. New connections coming in that are going to be very different from what you've experienced before. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for Taisha.
All right.
Also, hello, Dana. Dana just
Hey,
joined
Dana.
us here. She is our moderator here on the live. She can answer any general questions you have about how things work, and she is awesome.
She is awesome.
All right. Also, thank you so much, Ivory and Shanta, for the gift.
Oh, thanks, guys.
All right. Our next question here is from Despina Sianao.
Hello again.
Despina. She has one more question here.
Okay.
She says, it's me again.
Yes.
So lately, I'm doing lots of healing at the same time I'm coming to realizations. I
Mhm.
feel and believe that I'm finding myself again. I'm just not happy with my surroundings/family, feeling lots of negative energy.
Mhm.
So a general.
Yeah, so it can be very difficult to grow into who and what you are when you are around and impacted by negativity and people who are used to being a certain way and you're trying to break free from that energy. You're trying to break free from being that way. That being said, everything takes time, so you can't rush into like minimizing your exposure to these people. They're your family. So it's not like you're just going to completely walk away, but it does feel to me like you do need to have time where you can be by yourself with your own thoughts, your own feelings, without having them impact you regularly. I hear it's like a daily thing for you. Okay. So, it's going to take time for you to find the space that is just for you where they're not impacting you anymore. Continue to do what you're doing. You're doing a great job. But yes, it is true that they are in effect kind of being an anchor or holding you down from growing into who and what you are. I don't know if we talked about this before with you, but you are also a starseed, honey. So some of that feeling that you're feeling is coming from that as well. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Despina. That's it for her.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Noli and Diana, for the gifts.
Aw,
You guys
thanks,
are
guys.
great. Also, we are super close to our like goal, everyone. Keep on tapping that screen.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Our next question here is from TC.
Hello again.
Who gets 5 questions.
Perfect.
TC's first question here is, hi, Miss Rebecca and Miss B. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, honey.
For my birthday in a couple months, I mentioned to S that I want to go away by myself. I don't know what I really want to do, to be honest. Just wanted to see how he would feel. He said he doesn't care and go if I want. Just him talking like that, I think he's upset that I'm even thinking to spend my birthday alone without him.
Mhm.
Thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he doesn't want you to enjoy your birthday without him. Yeah. So, you know, he always has a way of making it like it's not a big deal, but it totally is. Totally is a big deal to him.
All right, our next question is, speaking of vacations, we are supposed to go away in July to our home country. I'm a little nervous because I'm not sure how it will go, especially since everything is happening between us up here. Will it be a good trip?
So I do hear that you're still going to go. It does feel to me like it's going to be fine once you're gone. The lead up to it does feel a bit stressful, but once you're actually on the plane and gone, it does feel like it's going to be fine.
Her next question is, will S and I ever purchase a home together?
I don't get a yes to that. It does feel to me like it just won't work out for whatever reason. It just doesn't feel like you're going to find something, or you're not going to be able to afford it, or something's going to happen to like get in the way of it.
Her next question is, given everything that has gone on these past couple months, will we ever get to a place where we can be open and honest with one another so that we can move past all of this mess?
Takes a long time for you to get there, but yes.
All right, and TC's last question is, will S ever delete Jay from his social media accounts? He said that he is willing to do anything to make me comfortable and claims he blocked her, but he hasn't removed her from the socials yet.
Yeah, I do hear yes. It does feel to me like it's going to take a bit more times, like of you bringing it up and requesting it. But yes, I do hear that it will happen.
All right, thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to quickly go over our list here, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list, just keep your ears open for your names. All right, next up on our list is Tynitra Jones, then Alicia Smith, then Tiffany Soto, then Jennifer Kopp, then Amy Nguyen, then Kelsey Bowden, then Angela Green, then Catherine Espana, then Sarah Miller, then Connie Newman, then Ro I, then Connie H., then Melissa Imhauser, then Shanta R., then Despina, and that is it.
All right.
Thank you all so much.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be added to the list. But we just made it to our 80,000 likes. Great job, everyone.
Good job.
It's time for 5
free questions.
Yay.
Good job, everybody. Good tapping.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our first free question here is from, let's see, Noli. Noli says, when do you see me having another baby?
7 months is what they're saying. So you'll be pregnant in 7 months, I hear.
All right. Our next question is from Stephanie, who says, will Brad and I have a future together?
Yes, they say.
All right. Our next question is from Melissa, who says, is my memory issue and tremors what I think it is?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Diana. Diana says, when will I be in my next serious relationship?
So it's going to be about 8 months before that happens, honey.
All right. Our next question here is from Courtney. Courtney says, am I pregnant with a healthy baby girl?
I'm seeing blue. But yes, healthy.
All right. Thank you so much. That is it for our 5 free questions for now, everyone. You guys are amazing for getting us to our like goal. Let's keep on tapping together. And once we make it to 120,000 likes, we'll do another 5 free questions from the comments.
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes.
All right. Also, remember to stick around until the end of the live because we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter. one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So again, stick around until the end.
Yes.
All right. Our next question here is back to our list, from Tinitra Jones. I like your name.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Tinitra gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Their first question is, hi, my name is Tinitra. My question is, does Ethan still love me?
Absolutely. Yes, there's still love there.
All right. Our next question is he still willing to be with me?
It looks like yes. You guys have some things you have to work through though.
All right. And her last question is he being honest when he says he loves/misses me?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Tanitra. That is it for her.
Perfect.
Our next question here is from Alicia Smith.
Hey,
Hello,
Alicia.
She gets 5 questions.
All right. Welcome back, honey.
Her first question here is, when will I hear from Steven?
Okay, so it does feel to me like communication in March. So yeah, it's next month.
Her next question is, I told him I still liked him and he ignored me. Is that because he doesn't like me?
No. I wouldn't say yeah, there's still a fancy there, I hear. But the timing is not right, is what I heard.
Her next question is, when will I hear from my ex, Rachel?
So again, you're not going to be hearing from Rachel. Yeah. Rachel is in a relationship right now, so it's going to be a long time.
Her next question is, what is the name of my forever person?
They give me a P name, so there's no they're not giving me the full name, but it's a P.
And her last question is, when/how will I meet them?
It looks like you're going to meet them through somebody that you already know. So they're an acquaintance to somebody you already know.
All right. Thank you so much, Alicia. That's it for her.
Yeah.
Our next question here is from Tiffany Soto. Hi, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiff.
Who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Tiffany's first question here is, hello, ladies.
Hey.
My mom has been hinting to me about wanting a grandchild, and since I am the oldest, but I tell her that I need a boyfriend first, lol. What year do you see me having a baby?
They say 2 years from now.
All right. Her next question is, what's the reason why Landon has cut communication off from me and distanced himself?
It feels to me like it was either getting too serious or too much is what they're showing me. So things are getting too much for me. It feels to me like I needed to step back. The distance is temporary though, okay, honey? So it's not like Landon, it's not like I'm gone.
All right. Her next question is, on the other live, you mentioned about me having a soul contract with him. Can you give me details of how the past life ended between me and him?
So it does feel to me like there was a lot of dissatisfaction in that life. It does feel to me like promises were made that weren't kept. And so some of that was trickled over into this life where we're supposed to complete that cycle. We're supposed to complete that contract. And so it's almost like a revised version of what you guys promised to do in your other life together. Okay. And it is that deep connection, that soulmate connection kind of energy is what I hear. That was the energy you were supposed to have. And so because you didn't have the proper, we'll say, finalization of it, we're now going to finalize it here is what I hear.
All right. Her next question is, he has stopped coming down for a couple of weeks now. When do you see him coming to my work?
It does feel to me like it might be about 2 or 3 weeks before that happens again.
And her last question is, how is Landon feeling since we haven't been communicating and seeing each other? Is he at least missing me?
He misses you. Yeah. I will say that there's a part of him that feels a bit relieved that it's not so serious or so much pressure. That's really the biggest problem for him, honey. Yeah. So it's not like you've done anything. It's just that my feelings are growing and it's scaring me is what I get.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for Tiffany.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Jennifer Kopp, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Thank you so much and welcome back.
Yes.
Her first question is, will I get a better job opportunity soon?
So it's about 4 months away, but yes, you will have a better job opportunity.
Her next question is my dad around me?
Always, I hear. Yeah. Your dad does come in. I see him on. So they're showing him sitting at the right side of the bed is what I hear. So he sits down at the right side of the bed and he does come and visit you often in your dreams, honey. And they're showing me the clock at 333. So that's him when you see that. Okay. So that's going to be his way of validating when he's around you. So that 333 is him.
Her next question is my sister really happy? She's getting married very quickly, and I'm hoping she is.
She is happy, I hear. Yeah, yeah. It is too quick, I hear, though. They're definitely rushing things.
All right, her next question is when will I have kids?
It feels to me like 2026. Yeah.
And her last question is general.
So for you, this is most important, I think, for you is to let go of expectations. Life is already going to be moving in the direction that it is moving in. And you have these like very serious expectations, almost like unrealistic expectations of life for yourself. Just say what you want and just let it go. Don't how do I put this? It's almost like everything is too perfect in your head and you're not going to allow things to come in because you're making it too perfect. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's very important that you have an understanding that all you need to do is let go of how you want things to happen and let go of what you're trying to force to happen and just honestly let spirit come in, let the universe come in and do what it does. It does it better than we do. We can't make things happen the way that we want them to. So it really is important that we try not to make a certain expectation because it's never going to come to fruition. If you say, okay, I want this white house and only this white house, but there's one that looks exactly the same, but you're not going to allow universe to put you into it, even though it'd be easier, you're getting in your own way. Does that make sense? So you're trying to make the decisions for yourself without allowing the universe to help you along. So get out of your own way. Okay. I hope I explained that well.
All right. Thank you so much, Jennifer. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Amy Nguyen, who gets 3 questions.
All right. Hello, Amy.
Her first question here is will my parents help me purchase a house this year?
It looks like they are going to assist. Yes.
Her next question is have the PhD program decided on my application yet? If yes, when will I hear back from them?
So it does feel to me like you're not going to hear anything back. I'm hearing not until June, honey. So it does feel to me like there's either you're going to either have to connect with them again or there's like a reapply, but it feels to me like June is when you're going to get a verification for it.
All right. And her last question is how long will it take me to finish the PhD program?
It feels 3 years is what they're saying.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question is from Kelsey Bowden, who gets
Hey,
3
Kelsey.
questions.
All right.
Her first question is where will I meet my person? At school? Work?
Work, I hear. Yeah. It's not at school. No.
Her next question is do I have past lives with my sister?
Many, I hear. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys have traveled a lot together. It looks like you've had a significant amount of lives together.
All right. And her last question is will I learn how to have out of body experiences / astral projection?
Yeah. So here's the thing. You do that when you dream. So anytime that we dream, we are leaving our body and we are astral projecting. But the kind of astral projecting that you're talking about, yes, you can learn to do it. It just takes a bit of practice, honey, and a bit of patience. Okay. Don't be hard on yourself. I know it can be difficult because you're trying to do it intentionally. There are hypnosis videos and things like that out there that can help you with that process if you do want to try it. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelsey. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Angela Green. Hello
Hey,
again,
honey.
who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is I got an email from the hiring manager, Kim, basically saying I was not picked for one of the openings, but towards the end of her email, she closes saying they are still processing the other open position, which is the 3rd position said I'd get, and will be in touch if they decide to go with me. The email had me confused. I know I keep asking if it still looks like I will be hired there, just wanting to triple check, lol. Not sure what the holdup is and started feeling down with that email.
Oh, don't feel down. It's just that there are so many qualified applicants. And so it's difficult for them to choose. You're definitely still on the radar, honey. So please don't stress about it. And honestly, just picture yourself going into work and you're in there. Visualize yourself as you're going to sleep. See yourself pulling up, parking your car, and walking through the front door. That is the best way for you to manifest that, okay?
Her next question is I tend to have this neurotic mindset and think of the same things all the time. What of my flaws? Is there any part of Victoria that wanted the house fixed up to prepare to sell? She's not fully come out and said she is leaving David yet.
No, it doesn't feel like that's the reason why. It really feels to me like I'm feeling blah and I'm feeling like emotionally and energetically crappy. And so I'm trying to just feel better. Yeah.
All right, and her last question is David tends to get upset more easily when I am not around. I don't feel I will be around when he starts redoing the floors and walls. Will this project leave him in a bad mood? He tends to be distant with me when he is in a bad mood, even if he isn't mad at me.
Yeah, and it is going to, yes, there is going to be some distance, but it's not anything that you need to feel personal about, okay, honey? Because it is just going to feel like he's frustrated, and he doesn't like to show you that side of himself. That is why he distanced himself, because he doesn't want you to see that part of him, okay? And when he's doing projects like that, it's very it's emotionally draining for him. It's really hard on him.
All right, thank you so much. That is it for Angela.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Catherine Espana. Hello, Catherine.
Hi, honey.
She gets one question here.
Okay.
Her question is, am I currently pregnant? I'm a few days behind and my test results won't come until Monday and I'm anxious.
Yeah. I'm not hearing yes, but I do hear that I do see that there is an energy around you, honey. So like within the next month, you will definitely be pregnant is what they're showing me. So it's happening. I'm not getting a yes yet though. Okay.
All right. Our next question is from Sarah Miller, who
Hey,
gets
honey.
3 questions.
Okay.
Sarah's first question here is me again. Zach made the comments about needing to be alone to work through his things. Is that really his plan or just him running from the problems?
No, it definitely is. What Zach feels is that if he can have time to really work through it alone with nobody else interfering, and that includes you as well, it feels to me like he feels that he'll be able to figure life out easier. It's not necessarily the best way for him to do it, because when he's alone with himself, it tends to take off in the wrong direction sometimes. His mind goes a little bit off course, but he does need time to figure things out for sure.
All right. Her next question is as hard as it is, I agree that space and being alone would be good for him to think about everything and figure things out. Is he truly going to be alone or is Jen going to be around?
No, he'll be alone. I hear. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is general guidance for everything upcoming?
Yeah, I want you to recognize that it's going to feel difficult and it's okay for you to feel upset, but don't get stuck in that feeling, because that isn't what you want to manifest, right? And the more you get stuck in that feeling of being upset, the more you're going to manifest that distance between the two of you, okay? So it's okay to process the energy, but don't get stuck in that, oh, he's never coming back or we're never going to connect. You really don't want to get caught up in that energy, okay? So again, every night, you visualize you and him together. You can visualize him coming to bed, whatever it is that really gets you happy. That's going to help to manifest it in the right direction. Okay. So they're really emphasizing to you, just don't get caught up in that negative energy of it. Okay. Because I know it's hard.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's it for her.
Okay.
Also, thank you so much for all of the gifts, Ivory, Lily, and Noli.
Thanks, guys.
Our next question is from Connie Newman. Hello.
Hey, Connie.
Connie gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Her first question is, will Charlene give up being mom's POA so I can take care of mom properly?
I hear with resistance, but yes.
All right. Her next question is, will I start working soon at the insurance office?
It looks like you will. Yeah.
And her last question is, did Kevin or will Kevin cheat?
No. No to both of those. Yeah. I don't hear that.
All right. Thank you so much, Connie. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Row I. Welcome back.
Hi.
Row's question here is, will I meet my person this year? Thank you.
Yes, you're meeting them in June is what I hear. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Connie H. Hi again.
Hey again.
Who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Connie's first question here is, what can I expect when Jay tries to come back in?
I mean, what you're going to see is a lot more communication. It's going to feel exactly like it was before, almost like no time went by. Yeah.
Next question is, what can I expect with my mom and stepdad's travel in May? Will trip be extended for any reason?
No, it doesn't look like there will be any extension. It feels like it's an easy trip, though. Mm-hmm.
Next question is, why was my stepmom reaching out to me?
I hear wanting to deepen the connection is what it feels like. It does feel to me like there might actually be something going on too. So just be prepared for like a talk or conversation about what's happening.
All right. Her next question is, how is my health? Is there anything I need to be taking?
I'm not getting like no, there's no health issues. I would say for you more than anything, no, you're pretty good is what they're saying. It's always good to, keep monitored, but health-wise you seem to be absorbing all of your nutrients that you need to, and your body seems to be doing what it needs to do. I would say the worst thing that's going on for you is maybe your digestion, but it's not always, it's just sometimes. Yeah.
All right. And Connie says, please donate for her last question. Awesome.
Amazing.
All right. Let's give Connie a big thank you. She's giving away her last question to one of you here in the comments.
All right.
Oh, great.
Thanks, honey.
All right. The first one that I see here is from Cam. Cam says, will I get a job offer from my interview today?
It looks like you will, honey. Yeah, please keep me posted, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you, Connie.
Yes, thank you so much, honey.
Our next question here is from Melissa Imhauser, who gets
Hi.
5 questions.
All right.
Melissa's first question here is, back again. I'm wondering why I've had a hard life. I feel that I could have got to the same point in my spiritual journey with love instead of hardship and pain. So why the tough path?
Yeah, you totally could have. However, you chose the tough path because it was, we'll say, the faster route. You are a star seed, I hear. So that's a big part of it, honey. And we always take the harder course. It just got you there faster. Had you done it through the love and grace of things, it would have been a lot later in life that you came to the realizations that you're in right now. So that's part of the reason why you chose to take the harder route, and have the harder and tougher lessons. It pushed you there faster. Yeah.
Next question is, what does my attorney Eli think of me personally? Does he think I'm crazy or mentally ill?
No, no, I don't hear that he thinks that at all. No, he wouldn't even be working with you if he thought that.
Next question is, I love to do tarot readings and help people. I would love to have your abilities one day and do what you do. Any advice on if I would ever be able to? And if so, some advice on that, please.
Absolutely. It just takes practice, honey. I've been doing this for 31 years. So, I trained and trained and trained and trained for a long time, and it wasn't like this for me always. So that there's always hope for that, okay? And everybody who is open to training and becoming more like I am can get there, because it's just a muscle. Just like anything else, we are made to be intuitive. We live our lives very intuitively already as it is. Everybody does, even if they don't admit that to themselves. So it just takes exercising that muscle. Clearly, that's it.
All right. Her next question is, with some recent information from my past, it's bringing up some things about my dad. I feel guilty for some choices I've made. He passed away last August. Any messages from him?
Yeah, honey, you don't carry that guilt. It doesn't serve you to do so. And all is forgiven is what I hear, so it's not a big deal, honey. You're carrying the guilt, and he doesn't feel that anymore. So it's all good. You can let it go.
All right. And her last question is, any advice on what the second half of my life will look like? I'm hoping for a happy ending in this incarceration. What do you see?
Is definitely much easier. I do hear for you, you're not going through as many trials and tribulations. So you've, it's almost like you're pushing the boulder up the hill. You're almost to the top of the hill where the boulder's going to roll on its own. It's going to get easier. Okay. You still have a little bit to go, but that's okay. You've got this. You've been through the worst of it is what they're showing me. Okay. So you're just about to have that peak where you get that boulder does all the work for you. Okay. Or gravity does all the work for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Melissa. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Shanta R. Welcome back,
Hey,
Shanta.
honey.
She gets 3 questions.
All right.
Our first question here is, A and I keep having disagreements and it's turning me all the way off. Is this a hint for my guys to take a break from him in this relationship?
It does feel to me like a break would be helpful. It definitely will shift things in a better direction for sure.
Her next question is, what positive things can I look forward to this year?
So I do hear, they're talking about, I don't know if you're self-employed or if you've thought about doing this, but they're talking about you starting or doing something from home. And it does look like it's going to be very successful. It incorporates some of your creativity and like artistic self. So worth a look, worth a try. Do it.
And Shanta's last question is, how is A feeling about me and us at the moment? I've been keeping my distance and not speaking to him.
Yeah, it's definitely had impact, I hear. There is concern. A is definitely worried. It does feel to me like you're making your feelings known. Yeah. So it's not going on deaf ears and blind eyes, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Shanta. That's it for her.
All right.
All right. And we have a question here from Kelsey.
Okay.
One moment here. All right. All right. Kelsey says, hello. I sent in live questions and asked about past lives with my sister, but you didn't say what they were like, just that, yes, we've had some. I meant, could you describe a life we had together?
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
absolutely. So there's a life where she was your mom. So she has a very motherly energy with you. You guys have been friends. You've been siblings. She's been your mom. You've never been her mom though. So she's always taken on that role with you, is what I hear. She's always been kind of the guardian of you, we'll say. But the life that is significant for the two of you is she was your mom.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Our next question here, and this is our last question on our list, is from Despina Sianao. Hello.
Hey, honey.
All right. Despina gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Her first question, she says, Lucan said that he has a good time around me, but after he is feeling guilty. Could you please let me know why he has guilt? Thank you.
I'm not getting the sense that guilt is the right terminology for him to be feeling or saying. It really feels almost like I don't deserve is what it feels like. Like I don't deserve to be this happy, or I don't deserve to have this joy, or I don't deserve it. It's more like that than it is guilt. And it does feel to me like he just doesn't feel worthy enough for the experience.
All right. And Despina says, thank you. The next 2 questions for donation, please.
Amazing. What a great way to end the live.
All right.
Thanks,
you so
Despina.
much. Let's give Despina a big thank you, and feel free to put in some free questions here in
Yay.
the comments, everyone.
I love it.
All right. We'll give them a second to put their
Yeah, of course.
questions
Yeah, for
in.
sure.
So generous of you, Despina.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our first free question is for Jesse, who says, will I get a new job by the end of next week? Dying over here.
So it does feel to me like it's about a week and a half to 2 weeks before you actually start working. Okay, honey? So patience. You'll get there.
All right. And our last free question here is from Zoriana. Oh, thank you so much for the rose.
Oh, thanks, honey.
Zoriana says, will Chris ask me to see him next month?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are so amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
you are.
Despina.
All right, we made it to the end of the live. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so we're going to do our giveaways. Top gifter, subscriber, and a live audience member. So what you're going to do is put your name in. If you've been here before, put your name in with a purple heart. If you are brand new, put your name in with a yellow heart. I'm also on YouTube and Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, that would be much appreciated. Also follow me here if you aren't already. All righty. Let's do it.
All right. We'll do our subscriber first.
Sounds good.
How many scrolls do you want to do?
Let's do 4.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Our subscriber winner is Amber Lee.
Yay, Amber!
Seriously, have a horseshoe girl.
You got an extra question, honey.
All
So you know what to do. Head up to the link in my bio, click the link, go to the I Am a Winner page, fill out the information there. You want an extra question. Thank you for subscribing.
All right. Next is our audience member.
Yeah, let's do 5.
5 scrolls?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our audience winner is Melissa C. Melissa
right.
Melly Mello.
What is it?
Melly Mello.
Melly Mellow. That is fun. All right, honey, you got an extra question. So you're going to head up to the link in my bio, click the link, go to the I Am a Winner page, fill out the information. You want an extra question. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the live.
All right, we'll
And
give our top gifters a minute here.
For sure. I will mention too that we do also have an emailing list. So if you do want to get notifications when I'm going live, when email questions are on, when I'm doing my classes or events, that type of thing, I highly recommend you go sign up on our email list. You can find that in the link in my bio as well.
All right.
All right.
Our top
Gifter time.
Our top gifter today is Anastasia.
Anastasia. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. What did you get? You got an extra question, honey. So head up to the link in my bio, click the link, go to the I Am a Winner page, and fill out the information. You want an extra question. Thank you so much for all the gifts. Thank you, everybody, for all the gifts. We will be back on again later today. So do make sure that you are signed up for our email list so that you get notified, okay?
All right. Thank you
All
all
right, bye,
so
guys.
much. Bye-bye. 1 second.